As much a museum as an incredibly efficient and ornate way to get around, the Kremlin's crackdown on criticism has now entangled Moscow's famous metro system. They told us we'll be blacklisted and we'll never get a decent or normal job again, said Alexander Ivanov, fired after driving trains for 4 years. I've never seen anything like this and never thought it could happen in an organization like the Moscow Metro, said his colleague Sergei Polyantsov, a 17-year veteran. Both men were terminated because they signed a supposedly confidential online list calling for imprisoned opposition leader Alexei Navalny to be freed. But the list was hacked, their identities released, and their bosses told them they had to quit or be fired. People ended up on this blacklist just because their relatives were signed up, or their wives or their kids, he said. The union claims 60 workers have been terminated so far, but officials say the purge involves all levels of public transport, and the eventual number of dismissals could be into the hundreds. The very meaning of labor legislation has been violated, said this leader, as he promised to take the mass firings to court. No one expects an appeal will succeed, though. Any sign of support for Navalny or the independent opposition is now considered to be extremism. Targeting ordinary people rather than activists is likely enough to frighten many into keeping quiet. Then again, it's also risky, says this expert on Russian domestic politics.
But once you start repressing at the mass level, I mean, time and time again in autocracy after autocracy, we've seen how that creates a backlash.
Both fired employees told us driving trains was their dream job, and they don't know what they'll do next. They're now on a secret police blacklist that's growing longer by the day. Chris Brown, CBC News, Moscow.